Shalom, and welcome back to B'nai Noach Academy, Thoughts on the Torah. Please remember to hit the like button, to subscribe, and of course, please share this wisdom and inspiration with friends and family. In the book of Exodus, chapter 7, verse 9, Moses and his brother Aaron are about to go to Pharaoh, and God gives him the final instructions. And he says to them, listen, when the king Pharaoh speaks to you and says, provide a wonder, provide me something miraculous, some proof that you guys are indeed miracle workers, that you guys are indeed sent by some deity. And you know what you should do? Moses, you will tell your brother Aaron to take his staff and throw it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. Now, of course, like everything else in the Torah, there's so many reasons why God wanted this particular sign, this particular wonder to take place in front of Pharaoh at the very first encounter or second encounter that Moses and Aaron comes to him right in the beginning. This was meant to teach him something. This was meant to deliver a message. But an amazing insight I just studied that gives us an amazing perspective on how one is to go about things, even or especially perhaps when you're the messenger of God. You see, God could have done so many different things. He could have told him to throw his staff and birds would have flown out. That would be fantastic. He could have told him to just say some words and a lion would appear. Why throw your staff and have it produce a serpent? Why a serpent? What is particular about it? What was God trying to do? Well, you see, Moses and Aaron, these two amazing, great, and fantastic people, they're the messengers of God himself. They're coming before Pharaoh. Pharaoh was the mightiest ruler of his time. In fact, he ruled, according to some accounts, perhaps most, if not all, of civilization. And here they are, standing before him. And in the word of God, meaning in the mission of God, that is, they are going to subdue him. They're going to bring him and Egypt down to its knees. This is fantastic, but this also carries with it a grave danger, a threat. And that is, at the end of the day, Moses and Aaron are human beings. As spiritual, as holy, as great as they are, they're human beings. And God wanted them to have that reminder. As they stand there before Pharaoh, about to subdue him, about to bring him down, to remind them of the serpent. The serpent, we know, is the source, is the root of all evil, of all sin. In fact, it's the serpent because of his ego and his own desires that brought upon sin. He was the one who talked Eve into talking Adam into sinning. In other words, he, with his ego, with his own selfishness, was the one who brought upon mankind all this terrible darkness, all this terrible hurt and pain. And this is what God wanted Aaron and Moses to remember as they stand there before Pharaoh. No white birds, no lions, no other animal, the serpent. As the serpent came out, this was to remind them not to become arrogant, not to become egotistic. They should stay pure and true to their mission without their own ego becoming inflated. Because once, God forbid, one's ego gets involved, that can lead to terrible results, even if you're Moses and Aaron.